into our awards for this year. We're not doing, your typical SB's awards, giving out best team, best this. I mean, we'll have best team, but where I want to start is with the first take honors, and this award is honored to the worst hot take in sports. Now, in doing this, I had to come with some criteria because the pool got extremely large. I had to take out hot takes that had to do with the Black Lives Matter movement. I had to take out hot takes that did not have to do with sports. So that eliminated Skip Bayless's comments about Dak Prescott this year. I had to take out certain things that had to do with gender. So I took out Desmond Howard's comments about Sarah Fuller, the Vanderbilt kicker.
So, I didn't even know what he said. Oh, wow.
He said her kicking style was like Charles Barkley's golf swing.
He definitely
that's not nice.
So I tried to keep them as close to sports, but this is more of an open category because if you can think of any hot takes, feel free to throw them in there, but these are just suggestions. Carson Wentz is a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh.
Coming from Darren Orlovsky on First Take.
That makes sense.
This one is the Caruso-LeBron two-man lineup has been the best two-man lineup in the NBA. You could argue, not just this year, but for the last 2 years. That's Nick Wright. LeBron is in my top 10 of all time, but he's number 10. Kobe is not in my top 10. And the last one is Washington football team's Super Bowl window will open in 2021. That the last the Kobe LeBron comment comes from Kenny Smith, and the Washington football team comment comes from Dominique Foxworth. And I'll throw in an honorable mention, which comes from my favorite person, Colin Cowherd, which is for a Power 5 school to get in over a non-Power 5 school to get in over a Power 5 school. That Power 5 school would have to have lost 3 games, and the non-Power 5 school would have to go undefeated. Those are just some things I'm throwing out there. Feel free. I didn't want to include the Jason Whitlock takes, the Marcellus Wiley takes about the Black Lives Matter movement, because I feel like that would go on a tangent and we'd be here all day.
Right. You brought up Nick Wright earlier, and I had to bring this one up, right? So this was early on before Zion got on the court, and Nick Wright was drinking that good old Zion Kool-Aid. So he made a tiers list, obviously, like he does. And Zion Williamson was in the second tier with Luka Doncic, Embiid, Clay, Dame, PG-13, Russ. Nothing big. He was, nothing big. Over Jason Tatum, Pascal Siakam, Jimmy Butler, multiple-time All-Star, Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, Donovan Mitchell, C.J. McCollum, Karl Anthony Towns, Chris Middleton, Ben Simmons, and, that dude that hit that shot in the finals, Kyrie Irving. Good old Nick Wright.
I need a drink.
Not too much on Nick Wright though. Kansas City legend. Not just my son shit. Shoot. It's hard for me to go against Nick Wright because we have like the same ideologies with Patrick Mahomes and LeBron. But now, the worst hot take I've seen is like Skip Bayless saying Pat Mahomes didn't deserve Super Bowl MVP. Saying Damian Williams was Super Bowl MVP. It's like, I don't know about that one.
You got that long run at the end, man.
I don't know how you watched that game and came up with anything besides Pat was like on one, but that's just me.
My personal top 2 was Dan Orlovsky's continued Carson Wentz defense, because that's not just one hot take he had about Carson Wentz. He just kept going. He also said, so just to put this into context, he put a ranking out of the best quarterbacks coming into the season, and he said Carson Wentz was 4th. That put him in ahead of a lot of people. So it wasn't just Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was just the one that they put out, that they pointed to as he said he was better than. But then the other one was Stephen A. Smith saying another event that I forgot happened this year, Conor McGregor knocking out Donald Cowboy Cerrone in 40 seconds, and he said Cowboy Cerrone quit. No. Conor McGregor punched him in the mouth. That is what happened. There was no quitting. But that's kind of where I went. And then if we're going outside of it, I think that Dak Prescott take was really, really bad. Really, really bad. And then double down on